All right. We're back. We're ready. Freddy. Freddy. And we're going to go ahead and start working on the bird. Working on the birdie. So we need to merge these feathers, retopo them. We need to make the mouth and tongue. And then I'd like to do a little bit more work on the tail because it looks a little goofy right now. And these things, these fins. Back, if we get maybe a band or a little bit more form. Hello, Zoom. Good morning. Welcome. Welcome. Excuse me. Sorry. Just keeping you on your toes. Keeping you on your toes. Might be getting pretty close to my max amount, though. ZP does not have toes. You just got little nubbins. You just got little nubbins. Hmm. That should be okay. These ones I need to duplicate. Move into Retopo. Still good on the excuse me. Forgot to send me the sketch, Mr. Judd. I did forget. Let's get that over there. Oh. Oh, thank you. Oops. I think I'll post it in the Discord. We'll do the SAM channel or stream channel. SAM channel. It's a sketch for Zoom. Files are too powerful. Okay, I have to export this. Doesn't like PSD files, PSD formats. So much power. I guess I could just merge these. I could run more cuts down this way. I have to do this. Okay. There's a lot of geometry here, though. Mucho geometrio. That's not a bad thing, though. We got a bunch of feathers to make. Yeah, I don't mind doing that because we need to make a lot more feathers. One more this other way. Bam. Okay. That's it for the duck. Eating duck. Alright, Photoshop. Export PNG. Save. Most importantly, I cannot close Photoshop. It takes 1 million years to make a PNG. There we go. Boom. I tagged doing that one. I tagged doing that one. Oh, okay. It's just while I'm uploading. Yeah, wow. All right, well, yeah, my internet sucks. The stream quality dropped so much uploading that. Okay. Whoop sheet. All right, let's finish up the sculpture. We need to make a mouth cavity, then feed the feathers, and then we're done sculpting. We're done, okay? Done sculpting. Let's bring those back real quick. Make some higher poly versions of those. All right, invert that. Move it back. Let's say scale it to. Oh, Lord. Didn't want to remesh. Oh, Blender. You got to get it together, Blender. What's going on? Good morning, Evolved Ant. Welcome. Welcome back. Okay. We're working on making a mouth. But I hope you're having a fantastic Friday. Happy Friday, everyone. Happy Friday. Hope you're all having a good one. I don't know when I'll be back again. But I would like to check it out at some point. I'm excited to. But I'm also quite slow at doing getting in VRChat. Honestly, every time I want to play VR, I just want to shoot people. So I get in Contractors instead. Which is a great game. If you guys haven't played it, Contractors is awesome. It looks like an SCP without the beak. It's definitely scarier. It's definitely scarier. I have a feeling most birds would be quite scary if you remove their beaks. All right, let's see how that came out. This mesh is slow to work with right now. Big mesh. Big mesh. Oh, can't see. I can't see. Can't see. Oh, it's way too slow right now. Bugging me. Good morning, Arctic. Hello. Excuse me. All right, so we're going to take all our feathers, mesh them, combine them. Salutations! Combine them again. Do the main body. Save. And lag my computer with merging or remeshing them. What are you doing? In the closet. So she's all curled up on a blanket in there. It's cute. It's cute. Giselle, you're free. I always thought those I forget what show it was, the Mighty Ducks. Anyway, there was like a hockey one. I can't remember what that was, but I thought that guy was pretty cool. Darkwing Duck, maybe. Couldn't tell if they're wearing a hockey mask or they had a duck bill. Oh, that was funny. Something like that. I can't really remember it, but vague recollection there. we go. Noise. That looks cool. That looks cool. All right. Now we can continue our retopology. Little Lux is curled up in this chair here. She's right over there. She's in my chair. She's in my chair. Go. 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 All right. Let's figure this out. Boom. So we know we want this to wrap around these ones. So I'm going to take another group of them, duplicate that. I want this right here. All right, so we know we kind of want something like that. And we'll start there. Is this geometry you're creating being mirrored on the other side, or do you need to do this twice? So thankfully there is a mirror modifier, and that's what I'm using right here. I don't think I can see it. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so I can turn it on to see it, but then it's a little harder to see it or see the side that I'm actually working on. So I usually just keep it off. But yeah, definitely, that's the best part about 3D cheating. You know, relative to drawing it manually, it does feel like cheating. At least a very good tool. Just want to surround everything first. Know what should go where. So this side we'll have three. So boom, 1, 2, 3. Okay, like that. Now we can move it forward another step. Put one more there. All right, and then let's continue this all the way up to the top. What? Duplicate this again. Apply the shrink wrap, which will let me just run some cuts there. I can't do too much. Again, this is low poly. Low poly. Low poly shenanigans. That. 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 Okay. Beautiful. That goes up. So we'll have 2, 3, 4. We can extend this one more length. There. My cat's going to be upset with me, but I need to sit down again. This spot I don't like, right here. I wish this didn't merge so soon. Mm, mm. All right, I guess that will work. I guess that will work. Bam. Bam. Bam, bam. Where's that from? It's the office. Bridge those, and then we can close this. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah. Still pretty hesitant on these ones. I think we'll have to tessellate to get enough resolution on those spikes. This one needs to go here. Weird, but that'll work. Much nicer if... Okay, we'll have to do one cut here. One cut. There. Boom. There we go. Do 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 do. Ba-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Boom. Ba-da-da-da. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, time to sit down. Sorry, Lux. I love you, but I gotta kick you out. It's much fun. It's my chair. I'm gonna go check it. I'm gonna go check it. All right, let's duplicate the shrink wrap. Apply it. Could run one more cut there, but I would not. Oh, I opened the wrong mesh. I need to put the sculpt on a untouchable layer. It's a key on accident. And it annoys me. Take the sculpt. Perfect. So I think I want this to be the middle for this one. One, two, three, four. That, that, voila. All right, we're making it through. Making it through. Oops. I don't even know if I need that just yet. I probably will, but probably will. Probably. Beautiful. And then go there. I think next time it does seem to be easier to just make the like surrounding edge um, for like a tuft. Try to do that next time. Keep that in mind going forward. Nice. Do do do. Okay. It's an interesting one. This last little tuft. But now we have a nice little loop going around. The reason we're connecting these ones first is so we can put the resolution down into this loop. Because I'm lazy. I'm lazy. I guess we could just do that. Then I need to pull these down to the base of this little section. Like so. Akun CGD. Blah, blah, blah. For modeling, it's better Maya or Blender. Excuse me. Um, it's totally up to your preference. I prefer Blender, but it's clear to me that people can make amazing stuff in Maya too. Um, I think it really just comes down to what works for you. Um, the one thing that but I can talk about why I prefer Blender, and it's mainly to do with just the amount of resources that are out there. It's like when I don't know how to do something in Blender, I have a much easier time finding a tutorial on how to make that thing in Blender than I did trying to figure out how to do it for Maya. Uh, so that really kind of shaped a lot of my preference because uh, pretty much just taught myself how to do this through YouTube tutorials. Or I should say, there's a lot of great teachers out on YouTube. There's always a tutorial for something on Blender. You can rest easy knowing that as long as you can put in the right words in Google, you will be able to figure out how to do it. Though searching things for Blender can sometimes be uh, a difficulty as well. So it really does come down to just whatever you prefer. But I'm certainly not an elitist for Blender. There's some people who take that passion a little too far. Because the most important thing is not what modeling software you're using, but what the end result's going to be. It's like, are you going to be making stuff for video games? Then there really should be no preference at that point. It's just what works, what gets the job done. Um, you know, you just kind of have to identify what your end goal is, um, and then maybe work backwards a little bit. Like if you're doing VFX work, um, maybe Nuke or some other programs might be better for you than either Maya or Blender. You just gotta think about what you want out of it. Blender's nice because you get a little bit of everything. uh, you can do a little bit of everything in Blender. But I do this full time, and Blender is what's really allowed me to even have that option. Um, we're almost there. Still a little bit more to do, but we're getting very close to finished now with our retopology. One final thought from my end, Blender. I do think open source is better. in that regard. Like, I think there's a lot of value in artists and creators investing in tools that they actually own in a very literal way. Um, I think that there should be a little bit more advocacy for that. Um, yeah, I I do think that it's very important that we know that a company is not going to be able to control our livelihoods. Uh, I think that's vital to every industry. But in terms of tools, mine is fine. It's just controlled by a greedy corporation. uh, and sometimes that's a huge problem. I just heard of, I can't remember what the program was. I think it might be Maya, but some companies trying to go back and charge people subscriptions for using their older versions of their software. Like very underhanded stuff. I was like, you would never, that would never happen in Blender. Uh, anyway, bam, 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 bam. All right, fingertips created. Bum, 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 dum. That's right. Hello, hi for another day. Welcome back, Tommy. Hello, welcome back. How is it going? We're working on a crow man, getting close to finished. We're going to shoot for getting him completely done by the end of today. That would be the hope. We'll see how that goes, but I would like to have him done today. Done. Done. Is this is this like a previous model that you were remodeling? Uh, so I'm in the process of doing repology. So we made a very high poly sculpture, and then we're going over it, creating a simplified version. Um, so the sculpture underneath it, you can't bring into a game. I mean, you could, it just wouldn't run well. It'd crash everyone. But um, in most video games, you kind of make a detailed one and then make a simple one to extract the details, save all those details into. And that's basically the process we're doing right now. Morning, my man. Hey there, Fallout. Welcome. Hello. We are in it to win it right now. Entering the final chunk of work for our avatar here. Hopefully. Hopefully the final chunk of work. Um, well, hello. Hope you're having a good morning. It's today again? Friday. Today's Friday. Wow. Went so quick. don't like that, but it'll have to work. It'll have to work. There we go. Do we not connect these? Oh. So this is the optimized version, or I'm understanding this is all cases the new end model. Um, correct. So this the sculpture that we made, the really high detailed version here, will only ever stay in Blender. We'll never bring it into the game. This is just the process of kind of creating the standard, the new model, the of creating the model. So it's just a step in the main process. This is the usual process. Maybe that's an easier way to say it. This is the how we do it usually normally. The usual stuff. In the past, I would just work straight into a subdivision, so just like vertex by vertex model it. But I've really embraced doing a sculpture first in these last ones. Guess I haven't watched you enough then. First time seeing it. You may have seen it in different forms. It just looks a little different than my usual method. I don't know. Maybe it has been a little bit since you saw the retopology. Yeah, it's my standard now because just saves me a lot of effort in the long run, even though it's a little bit more effort up front. It's worth it. It's worth it. It's really hard to see what's going on. I think I'll hide this stuff here. I can't quite see it well. Can't quite see it. Maybe I don't need this vertex. I do want this one though. All right, all right, all right. Let's change our retopo. I'm going to set this to 0.02. That's a lot easier to see. I didn't want to see all this stuff on the other side. Too much information. visual clutter. Boom, boom, and then cut it here. Piggybacking off the optimized versions, how common is quest conversion requests, or the majority don't care about that? I would say maybe like 15 to 20% of my clients want a quest version. So not like certainly not all of them, not the majority, but a decent amount of them do want a conversion. Usually, especially people who have are doing like VTubing or something, it's very important to them to have like their brand represented, um, which makes sense, right? They want to be as recognizable as possible. Um, so a lot of the times, if they have a community or following, they'll request a quest version. Looking at your stuff, it looks like only shader changing would be needed. It I wish that was the case. It's actually even this one that we're making right now for because there's quest versions, but then there's the fallback version, which is fallback versions have to be extremely optimized, and those are the ones people see in replacement of your current avatar. So if you have a PC avatar that's really high end, if people on Quest won't be able to see it, and it's a specific type of fallback version they have to make, and that one does have to be. Uh, that's usually what my conversions are. So this one I'm making just for Quest. We're targeting the medium ranking, which allows me a total of 15,000 triangles. There many people request that stuff too. And it's a decent, yeah. There's a VTuber, so they to get the VRChat avatar, convert it into a VTuber, convert it into the fallback version. Um, Different outfits, things like that. So it can there can be quite a few versions of the same avatar over time. Um, but yeah, not a bad thing for me. Um, and yeah, some people do, just do like there's a lot of specialization inside of the VR chat community, like people who, you know, they like doing the quest conversions, um, and they'll offer that as like their kind of their main thing, or just rigging or this and that. There's a whole little there's an ecosystem to this stuff, which is very very interesting, which you're probably familiar with, but uh, it is cool to see. We need a little bit of a bevel there. All right, all right, all right. What exactly are the limitations with the Quest? Is it mainly just the number of polys? Um, uh, they actually have a really nice document. Um, so that there's a little wiki that they have. Let's paste this in chat really quick. Ahoy, Era. Good morning. Um, but they do the for the PC. You can be a like you can upload a avatar that exceeds these requirements, and you get ranked as very poor. But there's no limit generally for a very. I saw a screenshot on Twitter of someone's very poor PC ranked avatar that had a billion polygons. And just stopping in to say hi and going to watch GDQ. Heck yeah, well, welcome, hello. Um, that the very poor avatar literally had a billion polygons. And I was like, that's insane. That's almost as much as my sculpture. Um, but the Quest one, Android here, does have a hard cap at 20,000. So you cannot upload an avatar that has more than 20,000 on the polygons. And then there's everything is much more limited. But they rank out there. They show exactly how they're going to give you the rank right there, which is nice. Uh, Thankfully, it's not a guessing game where you like upload, bring it into Unity and go, does it work now? Someone, please. In the past, as they developed those rankings, it could be like that sometimes, or at least it feels that way. You upload it, like, why isn't it working? Do you think that's going to be improved in the future? I think those specs will stay the same for the Quest 3. I believe the Quest 3 could handle a bit more. I definitely think that's possible. But the ranking is mostly determined by what's the most common hardware. So it's going to be a while until the Quest 3 is the more popular headset. Right now, Quest 2 is definitely it, especially because they come out the Quest 3, lower the Quest 2 prices. Quest 2 is going to be more popular. So it's less a reflection of what is possible and more just a reflection of the common hardware people have. So hopefully, eventually. I mean, one thing that I find really exciting. This may not appeal to everyone. Some people have very strong opinions about this, but apparently, it's been discussed that Meta is looking to make a cloud rendering headset. So super minimal hardware, very light headset, just like a long battery life, and it does all the rendering on the cloud. Um, Kind of wild to think about, but that could enable pretty much infinite graphics because you could render everything on the server. Um, and I do think eventually, maybe not anytime in the near future, like maybe 20 years from now or something like that, that is going to be what it's like. Like hardware will be super cheap, super cheap and accessible. The quality will be through the roof because they do all the rendering on the cloud, and that would enable like there would be no server limit at that in terms of the amount of people. There would be no performance limits. You would just be doing everything um, on the cloud. Um, Live Link is the way to go. Um, Live Link, I'm not familiar with Live Link. But that is definitely what it will be in the future. I really doubt it's going to happen anytime soon, though. Unless AI rendering just suddenly like explodes and they're able to get it on hardware that already exists. But I'd give it like at least 15 years. When you link your wirelessly linked headset to your PC, absolutely, yeah, that's what I do as well. I use the virtual desktop. Isn't it then that you'll get really big lag issues? Certainly, a lot of infrastructure changes would need to go into place um, to fall into place. But I think that AI will play a very key role in um, filling in the gaps. Like if you look at DLSS and some of these things that NVIDIA is doing, where you're getting like 250 frame increase in seconds. But what's actually happened is it's rendering the same amount of frames and just imagining all the in between stuff. The AI just makes up what happens in between each frame that's actually rendered. Um, and it looks great. Like you don't even notice. And I think that's kind of what it'll be like. Like I think the right now the lag we see and experience as these very abrupt and like granular problems. Like it's very noticeable. But in the future, AI will probably just be there to smooth all that over. And you know, anyway, like you think about the FPS of your brain, like you kind of do make up in between your conscious moments of focus. Like you are just kind of imagining things. Anyway, a little esoteric there, but I think that will be the eventual. Like I'm just kind of fantasizing here right now. Um, but I like that idea a lot because I think it'd be great if all this stuff was super cheap for everyone, um, and more importantly that you could do you could actually like host like instead of being a bunch of different servers, though that'll never go away. People will always want their own private server and stuff, but being able to have like 1,000, 10,000 people all on the same server, actual Ready Player One bullshit. Like I'm down for that. But again, years away. Probably at least a decade. Bro, my thoughts are real. What do you mean? You think they're real? I was just reading some very interesting stuff on like how a lot of the times like how we feel, we're like, oh, I feel sad or this and that. It's like usually you assign an emotion to what you experience. Like you experience something and then you contextualize into emotion. You can experience sadness and then you're like, you know, feel tired or whatever. It's like feel tired and then you feel sad. uh, anyway, I love psychology and that kind of stuff. Very interesting. All the little unintuitive aspects of the brain. Um, but it's interesting to hear how like the brain interface stuff that I've been seeing. I'll keep talking about every day, I guess, but how one communicates with self versus how one communicates with others. Absolutely. I mean, I think that the most inefficient thing in the world is probably communication. Like we can't actually share thoughts directly with people and stuff. Not yet. Um, but it really is. I think I would say that out of everything, communication is absolutely the hardest problem because it's so easy to misunderstand or it's just it's a frail system. um, I could rant about it more, and I may, but for now I'll leave it alone. Good morning, Niles. Hello, welcome back. Welcome back. Happy Friday. We're working on our crow man here, our crow magnon. I think I could probably dissolve this one. This one's not very necessary. And we'll do let's bring this down here. Hello, Ram Ram. Good morning to you as well. Hello. I'm procrastinating. Welcome to Procrastination Stream. What kind of tasks do you have to do? What are you procrastinating on? That's my question. Close this whole thing. Now let's get a little bit of resolution there. I have to record some dialogue. Oh, very cool. For your Fortnite game. I'm not a voice actor. I believe in you. You just gotta belt it out. Really feel your emotions. Okay, we did it. We closed up the back of the head here. Nice. All right, let's move on to the beak. Coffee's kicking in. Feels weird talking to my wall. I guess you do that all the time. It's a little different. It's a little different, you know. There's actually a response here. It's not just like me. I think it felt weird to start with. I definitely, when I first started streaming, I was literally talking to no one. Um, but that's changed. That has changed. I'm grateful for that. All right, bird beak. Birdie. Does anyone here sing Kung Pao? I don't know how people may think very differently of that movie nowadays. That was kind of silly movie. It was very silly. My favorite. My name is Patty. Yeah. Do I have I ever made music? I have attempted. Um, I used to play the clarinet in elementary school for a very brief period of time. Um, but no, I have never made music. It sounds fun, but I think what I did get recently that I really need to spend some time messing around with is I got a keyboard um, because the Quest 2 and 3 is an app you can get where it like overlays notes coming in so you can learn how to play the piano, like, or you can learn a song just by basically turns any keyboard into like rock band, but for like actual piano music. So I kind of want to do, I think I'm going to give that a shot sometime soon. And I've been meaning to, but that's the extent of it. That is certainly the my maximum musical talent. I'd love for it to be more. You know, but, Mozart 2.0. But it certainly does feel tough to like find the time. It's like okay, I do this and then all this other stuff. And then I'm okay with but what I will say is that even despite doing art for years at this point, I still think music is absolutely the most magical form of creation, of creativity. Because it's like there's nothing that just like immediately makes you feel so in another space. And I don't mean like visual perception, like just music takes you places emotionally. And like, I think even VR is a little limited in comparison to that. I mess around with my PC. You leave that PC alone. What are you doing to your poor PC? All right, we're going to delete this section here to make music. Okay, that's better. Just want to run this resolution down the beak. Down the beak. I have instruments on my PC. I think I played the trombone in middle school. Lol. There's actually a really cool Steam app, uh, and there's a few coming out now. But there are actually some cool apps and things to make music in VR. Not just learn how to play the piano, but like you can create instruments, create your own setup for instruments, and play them. What's it called? VR. VR. Or maybe this one. Oh, is it gone? I hope they didn't take it down. That'd be a little sad. I don't see it anymore. Huh. Well, alright, never mind. Bummer. I tried to learn piano. I learned Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. I seen how much practice it would take to learn, and I sold it. Yeah, I'm kind of in a similar boat where it's like, wow, I'd love to do this. Oh God, this is a lot of work. The creative journey curse. And it's like in the scope of game design, especially in the context of like, I'm gonna make a game. Like, I already got so much other stuff to do. I'm gonna really do this too. um, let's move this one up. You need to practice to the point it's muscle memory. That's rough. It is. It really is. Niles, are you an experienced musician? Are you looking at our complaining and laughing to yourself? Not experienced one. I played bass guitar years ago. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. Getting funky with it. It's getting a little convoluted in here. But I do think that's the right move to connect it like this. Right. Yeah, I think music is interesting. It definitely changes how you think, quite literally. Some good evidence that it's very good for creative thinking. So I'd like to learn it just to you know, achieve those supposed benefits. You know, make my brain better. Also played around with DAWs, but nothing serious. Okay. All right. We've got the beat. Uh, Nowadays, I'm trying to learn Unity and doing some pixel art tutorials. That's exciting. Looking to do the game dev route. That's the dream, huh? Well, good. I think that is a fun direction to go. There's certainly a lot to learn, but I think that's the fun part about it. 0.6 Shift C. I really don't want to model the inside of this, so I'm just going to copy and paste the one I have because I'm lazy. Well, I wish you well on your game dev journey. Um, I have some experience with Unity, so if you ever have any questions, let me know. Not, I definitely don't have a good, full understanding of like coding and stuff, but we're getting there. We're getting there. ChatGPT does most of my coding for me. I really want to get the uh, Copilot, GitHub Copilot. I need to go download that soon. It'd be fun to make some. There's a game jam in my area, I think. I hope it's not this weekend. I always go like, oh, I want to do that, and then when I remember it, it's already like happened or happening. ah, week of game dev. Do another weekend of game dev. I don't know. I don't know. That sounds like a lot of work, and I'm lazy. Seen some Copilot tutorials on Humble Bundle the other day. Okay, interesting. Interesting to see them on Humble Bundle. It's fascinating. I always thought that I need to learn basics first before diving into AI. I think it'll be kind of a mixed bag, you know. I think eventually like it may not be at that point now, but I still learn a lot from using GPT at the moment. It's like I don't think that especially for the time I have, it's like, you know, even if it's not perfect, and I'm sure it's not perfect, it still gets me further down the road at the moment than I would on my own. uh, but there's certainly a lot to be said for learning it to do it the right way, the correct way. Process is important. Bird. Birdie. Birdie. We can just definitely dissolve some of these edges on the inside of the mouth. Do not need it to be this detailed here. But I do think eventually AI will be a great teacher and will probably be able to just rapidly assist and give you as much insight as you need in the things you're doing. You know, ideally. I look forward to stuff like Resonate, the VR social platform. It's like a VRChat alternative if you're not familiar. But you can like do a lot of custom stuff in there. I think that it'll be you'll be able to integrate AIs into it. There's already like an AI translation software in there. And I'm like, that's really interesting. But you can like hang out with people that learn Japanese. But they hooked it up to like some AI image generator. So in VR, you could access some sort of API and generate images that load into the VR space. Where do you think is the best place to get character modeling art? It depends on what you're asking. Are you looking to purchase art or like get free models? Free models, gotcha. Gumroad's a great place to look around, depending on the style you're looking for. Um, Want to create a superhero? Well, if you're looking to create one, um, Yeah, I would definitely recommend checking out Gumroad and searching for free base avatars, BASE, free base avatars. There's a lot available there, especially thanks to VRChat and other like social VR platforms. A lot of people share their bases these days. Um, but that would be a great place to start, and then yeah, pull apart the model, see how it works, all that jazz. Just trying to make these even spacing here. Uh, yeah, I wish you well in your learning journey. Your learning journey. OpenGameArt.org. That's definitely a good one as well. Seems like a nice place, a friendly place. But yeah, there's lots of free bases, especially for VRChat. VRChat's such a great way to learn things. I can talk about that all day. Um, but that's how I got started. I bought some base avatars, pulled them apart, figured out how they ticked, and then and made my own. And a lot of them offer commercial licenses. So if you're just looking to buy characters, um, in order to like add to your game, like VRChat's actually pretty great. Like there's, I think it's a pretty untapped resource for indie developers, indie devs. I've only tried VR for like 10 minutes. It's great. VRChat you can still play on desktop, uh, so you don't necessarily need a VR headset to play. Um, it's just kind of built around that idea, but you can certainly just hop on in desktop and see what it's like. It's pretty goofy. It's basically like a very condensed form of the internet. So, um, definitely, uh, you will experience many things as as you would just browsing random sites on the internet. Uh, Also, actually, almost all the VR social platforms they all allow you to use desktop. Uh, Seen some funny videos on YouTube from VRChat. It's hilarious. Like, if you got some time to kill, just go into a random lobby and try to fuck about, and you'll have a great time. Good day, Snardom. Seems lots of sexual content. Well, there's definitely a lot of horny gamers on there. I mean, otherwise I'd run out of work. I do think that yeah, I won't elaborate much further than other saying it's the same reason VHS won. That's the same reason. We're going to use it for the same reasons. doesn't want me to grab that. Interesting. These ones are a little uneven here. The gap, like the top of the beak here and then the bottom of this beak, I think we'll have to adjust it. So take this side. It's stretching. Oh, it's the. I just want to line these up. But I think, if anything, that's probably the greatest sign that VRChat or VR in general will have a very a continued existence. You know, job security. Back into sculpting again. So I just want to flatten this part out. But if you do like game design, right? Who was saying that they want to make it? Yeah. Um, as an indie developer, if you're getting into this stuff, I say this pretty frequently, but like when I graduated college, there weren't many. There was you work at a studio, you work for yourself, or you work for an indie studio. If you want to do games or freelance, and any mixed freelance in there. But what's very different nowadays, and I think it's an opportunity video game indie devs should take full advantage of, is that there are now platforms, Roblox, VRChat, those kinds of spaces, because it's like imagine you make a game and put it on Steam. There are so many games on Steam, and it's like, how do you get people to play them? It's like it's maybe a lot easier, and we've already seen many success stories where it's like make your game for Roblox because you know people are going to play it, like, and then you can make a separate version later. I remember seeing some games some YouTubers were playing. I forget what it's called, but uh, like targeting platforms just makes a lot of sense uh, in order to kind of get out there, get your stuff seen. I made my models move in Godot. Nice. Animations, check. Blend shapes, check. Read up on audio visuals, go. It's the perfect time to procrastinate. I believe in you, startup. You're procrastinating in a healthy way. You just did a bunch of work. Take some time to recuperate. You know, and then just get back into the swing of it. Do something funny for yourself in Godot. Don't make it serious. Make it hilarious. Problem is, it's all fun, but I have a tendency to burn myself out like that. Yeah, yeah. I mean, then definitely just enjoy that rest. Feel proud of what you've accomplished, and just you know, wait until feel that momentum again. Sam, why did you move from Unity to Blender? Is it much better for 3D modeling? Yes. So you actually basically can't do 3D modeling in Unity. Uh, the standard is, and most game companies and stuff, is to use Maya or Blender, and then you take the models you make in there and bring them into Unity. Um, Unity is where all these different pieces come together, but generally, like individual artists, like they're not animating in Unity, they're not modeling in Unity, they're not even texturing in Unity. Unity is just kind of where all that stuff comes together to work or to work together, but everything's kind of made in these separate pieces of software. Yeah, it's nice. I mean, you can get there are some modeling tools in Unity, especially mostly centered around like level design. So you wouldn't be making characters in there, but you can certainly block out some levels and stuff in Unity. I think it's U Builder is the one um, that a lot of people use. I can't quite see this whole thing. Unity is a game engine. Blender is a 3D modeling tool. Most modeling you do in game engines is done with primitive shapes only. So engines usually all offer cubes, spheres, cylinders, etc., but not as a modeling tool most of the time. Exactly. Yeah. Um, oops. But that being said, I've noticed that Unreal Engine does seem to be making strides in doing a lot of these low level things, modeling, stuff like that, even rigging, control rigs. And they're trying to move all of that into Unreal Engine, um, which I find extremely interesting. I have an asset begin work at 4:30 next Monday. They must be out of their minds. Hey, let's go, Snarda. Or Zoom. Oh, never mind. Sorry, I know Snarda was looking for a job. My apologies. I got you two mixed up. It's the same icon, okay? Big work 4:30 next Monday. Why would you be in that early? My bad. My B. Uh, that seems odd. Something must be going really wrong for them to ask that. I have. Oh, yeah. Okay. Do you hate Mondays at work? No. How about you come in at 3:30? That does not seem thought out. This is how you lose employee retention. People don't want to work as hard these days. Come in at 4:30. This generation. I don't do well in the mornings, let alone that early. Yeah, my brother loves getting up early. The weirdo. And he's always like, "Oh, you want to go do racquetball and this and that?" I'm like, I love playing racquetball, but I need to have. I cannot get out of bed earlier than 6:30. There's no way. It's not gonna happen. I just cannot. I cannot function that early. But I do like having the morning to myself. That is a nice feeling. Well, you know, maybe it's time to look for a new job, Zoom. Teox, welcome. Welcome to the stream. We're working on Birdmouth. And we actually just finished Birdmouth. Birdmouth done. Welcome. Hello. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Do you remember me? I remember your name. I don't know if we talked about anything in particular. Oh, excuse me. Do you remember me? Good. Hell no, the promotion I just got is a good one, but they will know I do. But they will know I do not do such early mornings. Yeah, you don't want to establish the precedent. The moment you do that, they'll want to do it again. So you got to put your foot down. I would hope I do. Then I would have serious mental problems. Okay, we need to get the shrink wrap back on. So we'll hide the retopo, turn on the sculpt, and we're going to combine these. Mesh. And I do want to combine them. Control -. Where are you from? I'm from Australia. I am from California, and I currently live in Texas. Yes. uh, wasn't born in California, but I grew up there. Um, and been in Texas for about 3 years now. It's a nice state. Um, it's got its ups and downs, but as does anywhere. What's life like in the upside down land? Is it better than Cali? My heart misses Cali. I love living there. It does feel like home, but it's too expensive. It's very the white walls, yes. uh, yeah, California is really really expensive. Uh, it's pretty, not upside down. I don't believe you. I think you're standing feet first on the bottom of the world. Yeah, I like it. Got a lot of friends out here, and my family's out here now. There was a spider on your wall. Okay, I was like, at least not my. At least it's not on my wall. Uh-oh. It's cold here right now, though. It's definitely we're hitting winter right now, and can't say I'm a fan of that. So it's summer in Australia right now. Not terribly cold. It freezes at night. It's getting below freezing, um, but it's windy, which is the worst part. Is really the only bad part about it. It's behind my drum. It's very summer. It still weirds me out that the seasons are opposite. It feels weird in my brain. It feels weird in my brain. Okay. Bird. Burb. Burb. Okay, we're at 12,000. We're like just making it. Just making it in terms of getting everything in there. It's 34 degrees tomorrow. Or in America, 90 Fahrenheit. Disgusting. That's too warm. That's actually pretty pleasant. Bird is the word. The bird word. '93. '93. I beat you to it. Hello, gamer headshot. Welcome. Working on a bird right now. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good day. We're gonna make a tongue for this bird man. Is that hot? It's warm. That's definitely warm. Um, it'd be warmer here in Texas because it's very humid during the summer, which I definitely don't like. Um, it feels a lot warmer in the heat. But it's not too bad. It's not like insane. How big should bird tongue be? That big? Definitely thinner. Bird tongue. Bird tongue. And I guess it needs to be kind of in the bottom of the beak. But yeah, it's quite humid. California would get up to 100, 110 pretty regularly during the summer. Um, but it's dry. It's a dry heat. And I like that. Then it's just like, you can get in the shade and you're fine. But when it's humid, there's no escaping it. You are hot everywhere you go, and sticky. It's gross. Gross. It's 2 a.m. and it's 77 Fahrenheit. That's pretty warm. That's pretty warm. Not crazy warm, but you know, certainly turn on the fan, turn on AC. I'm going to New Zealand. Is that some type alien species bird? It is a custom species, I believe. So this is a client's commission of mine, and they provided these reference images here of their character. I don't know if it is a specific species. I would be unsure what kind. Um, Probably they made it themselves, I guess. Would be my guess, but I'm not sure. I'd have to ask them. You're going to New Zealand. I've always wanted to go to New Zealand. Classic new Lord of the Rings fan. Uh, Life goal. I do a lot of like personas or anthro characters on stream. That's probably my main type of character I work on. Every now and then I'll work on like an anime character. Um, did a, but usually it's like a little bit more creature oriented. You're smart sometimes. 50-50. Depends on the day. At the very least, I am determined. But I appreciate you saying that. Fine. Bam. All right. Bird tongue tongued. We'll go ahead and tune. Duplicate it and send it to Retopo. Let's go and sculpt. Topo. But yeah, I do love sharing what I've learned here. I generally make characters like new character like once a week or so. But if we're going, the right pace, sometimes not as quick. But um, if you guys are interested in learning the process, feel free to ask any questions. Bam, bam. What continent is Afghanistan in? I guess that would be Asia, Middle East, but it'd have to be Asia. Yeah. Even though, Europe and Asia, it's a little ambiguous. Europe, you know, I think people from either continent there would be upset that I said that. All right, I think we're ready to move on to retopology. Asia. Well, good. A win. One point for Sam. Guess your age. 14. Oh, metal, yellow fist, metal, metal. This look like on YouTube. I just get the written out emotes. I don't get the look at yeah. Actual thing. It's my YouTube live studio. I'll get to that again. Uh, why do you say 14? My general guess would be that you're on Twitch. You're up late, and that's just my intuition, I suppose. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Question is, was I correct? All right, time to start unwrapping. Yo, yo, yo. Well, not that kind of wrapping. Yay, nay. Was I correct, Tiox? I gotta know. I gotta know. No. Okay, well, that's fair. One off. Okay, I was in the ballpark. In the ballpark. How old do you think I am? I'm putting myself for disappointment here. And I just mean not as in you getting it wrong, but as in me being sad about what you guess. 1 million years old. Older than dirt. How about that? 26. Okay, okay. Actually, that makes me feel good. I am 32. 32. That makes me feel good. Sorry, my stream is very delayed. That may be me. Okay, might be you. I don't know. How old do you think you are? That's all that matters. True. Ancient is what you are, Sam. They just recently came out with a study that if you change someone's perception of time, they heal faster. So, like, your perception of time changes how you experience time. And so it is literal. It's quite literal. So yeah, I'm actually going backwards in time. Every day I'm alive, I go further into the past. That's what I believe. Clearly, that's how that works. just going to do this. I always forget. I don't need to do the loop there. I want to do the wrist first, then we'll unwrap it, and then I'll do the other stuff. Okay. I guess we have to put everything onto one texture. Sorry, y'all. I have to go to the restroom really quick. I'll be back in like 2 or 3 minutes. But banyo time. BRB. All right, I'm back. Why are we bullying the baby? Stream is very delayed. Mind blown. Not bullying, hardening. Wait, that sounds way worse. And make the baby hard. There's all the basis of pestering has come from. Sam keeps making my words sound weird. That was indeed all me. Lately, I found I've become much better at English language, but noticed quite a few such mistakes, which are brutal in the VRChat community. So you need to embrace it. Like when I called an undercover cop car a plainclothes police car, because I forgot the words undercover. In this case, embracing or would be problematic. The English language let at least 50% innuendo, so you can lose just about any combo of words you can think of. It's true. It's true. Here I thought it was just me. I mean, you know, cause and effect. I'd say it's at least partially your fault. I should be able to square this. Get a little distorted, but I can keep the seams together. All right, let's focus on just the leg for right now. Yeah, keep those ones separate. What is this one here? Where is that coming from? This one square is really goofy. That's a goofy square. It's because of the zigzag. Boom, boom. I generally try to avoid it too, but I keep doing it. It's a classic example of a Freudian slip. Hello, play. Welcome. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. I wait. Oh, okay. Well, we're here. We're ready to hang out. We got another hour and a half of streaming for the morning. We're getting very close to finish, though. I think we'll be able to do the UVs pretty quick. Hopefully. Can I start again? the stream? But what now? Can you guys not hear me? Weird. I'll move the microphone a little closer. How's that? Can you guys hear me now? Hey, NSFM Stars, thank you for the subscription. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for coming by. Let me know if you have any questions, but thank you for coming by. Oh, something slip. Yeah, I was saying, Zoom, when you misspeak and you do innuendo, it's a classic example of a Freudian slit. It's a good joke. Hello, Ram Ram. Welcome. Welcome back. Where are you? You went 2 minutes ago. I went to the baño, to the bathroom. Had to make some mud. I regret that. I regret saying that. Gotta poop. You guys don't need to hear about my bowel movements, nor do you want to. Nor do you want to. And 5, 6, right there. Actually, we'll do this side first. I'm too smooth brained to get it. I don't know those words. Okay, so a Freudian slip is where you like accidentally do an innuendo. That's like a classic phrase, like, oh, a Freudian slip. But I said uh, well, I can't get into too detail, but basically I was making a Freudian slip while saying it. Said Freudian slit. Joke I heard recently. But it means you're innocent at heart if you don't. If it doesn't conjure any immediate imagery. Okay, text message, y'all. Oh, Sam. Time to head off. Need a little rest before getting dinner ready. Have a nice rest of the day, all. Sounds good, Arctic. Enjoy your day. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for hanging out. Have a fantastic weekend. Hope to catch you Monday at the very least. And if not, we'll see you very soon. Enjoy your weekend. Bye, Arctic. Bye. Hopping off the train to BRB or have a nice lunch. Sounds good, Zoom. Enjoy the train ride. We'll catch you later. Ah, goodness. Ragdoll physics rig plus animation rig is such a fun concept. Have you or anyone else played with it? No matter the engine, so you can have character automatically interact with a slope ceiling, for example, and all that. Thank you, Niles. Bless you. Um, I got a add-on or a tool for Unity that by the makers of Final IK, and it's called Puppet Master, and it's basically like built for that kind of stuff, and it works pretty well. It's pretty interesting. You can do a lot of ragdoll interaction, physics interaction, that kind of thing. Um, and I was messing around like punching some VR characters and stuff. And it's pretty cool. Like going into VR and like you can grab someone and like throw them. It's pretty satisfying. Not gonna lie, beating people up and beating up NPCs in VR is very satisfying. This is going to be difficult to get this to work exactly. I think what I need to do is take. Oh, interesting. Uh, Undo this. And we're going to take the cut here. Here. No, this is right. This is right. This is the right way to do it. It's just weird. It's just weird. But it should work. I've been looking into a bit today for Godot, but it's a bit daunting for me at the moment. I love the physical interaction models can have. Super interested to see if I can hook it up with some IK/VR stuff. Um, I'm certainly possible, but it does seem to be a lot of work. Um, because like, how do you balance all the different interactions and stuff? Um, that seems tricky. That's the weird part of this, is it is sideways. Okay, I think I see what I need to do. I have to rotate this section like this, basically. And this one, like this. Kind of splay out the whole shebang. And that's what this is. This is the middle of this whole thing. And then well, know your progress on that, because I would certainly be interested in farting around with Godot stuff for VR, physically interactable VR stuff. Like that would be awesome. Just design a whole system and sell it. Easy. Easy peasy. Just do that. Yeah. Big. No biggie. One moment, y'all. I'm just gonna mute myself really quick. Sorry, I had to send a text message, and I hate typing, so I use voice dictation. Um, I'll just do that. Hello, Evan Horn. Welcome. Hey, hey to you as well. Hello, hello. Now I'm just enjoying some playthings of mine. All just fun and nothing too serious. Honestly, the base VR demo is quite easy to understand and get into, though. It's not too hard to set up a VR game in Godot, I'd say. But I'm not an expert in Godot just yet. I mean, to be honest, that alone is already a shining uh, recommendation because it is such a pain. It is such a pain. Oh, hello, Omer Turan. Thank you for the subscription. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for coming by. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Um, but setting up VR stuff in Unity is awful. Just too much stuff, and it's like it doesn't feel intuitive in any conceivable way. But again, hello there. Thank you, and hello Jay. Welcome. Thank you for the sub again. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Let me know if you have any questions. Right now we're working on this crow guy. So we're making his UV mapping his legs. But also hello Jay. Welcome. Welcome. Right now we're putting all the toes and fingers in order. Getting toes and fingers. Talking about Unity and how beautiful it is to work with. Yes, the unending joy that is Unity, and and all its fun ways to keep us on our toes, both in a financial, professional sense, and in a and in development sense. And two. I just cut this one straight down though. There, boom. Console is my best friend. Yeah, we've been discussing switching over to Godot. Stardom's doing some experiments in there right now. Yeah. The one advantage I'd say Unity has right now is just they have a very developed asset store. Um, also, I'm just more familiar with it. But I would love to take some time to play around with it though. For VRC, unfortunately, we'd have to rewrite the whole of VRC to make it work. But definitely for some VR stuff, just in general VR. 'Do. Yeah, I enjoy UE for VR. Not a bad way to go. Not a bad way to go at all. $40.90 go burr. Oh, my eyeball. This leg is hard to unwrap. Just thinking about it, it's a little bit of a challenge. I need to do some weird things to get it to work. Jay subscribed. Thank you, Jay. Much appreciated. Thank you for the subscription. Thank you so much. Get those ads out of here. Get those ads out of here. Twitch has a head cap. Not anymore. Not anymore. Bam. Oh, I'm not enjoying unwrapping this leg. I'm back to that. Let's do it. Let's do other stuff right now. That leg is painful to unwrap. Down. 3-hour tour. Let's go to work. Almost had to sneeze. I like enjoy sneezing, but also I wish I didn't have to sneeze. There we go. I made a smaller resolution map than usual. It's kind of throwing me off. Making that one. So get rid of that. New. Yeah, I should have done 2048 UVs. Nice. All right, look how even that is. Even spacing. Look at his butt. Calm down, guys. Stop looking at his butt. All right, move that over there. Hello, Kibar. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. How is your day going? We're working on UV unwrapping our bird boy here. We're getting there. Getting close to finished. I hope everyone's having a great Friday and that you're all going to have an amazing weekend. Sending out good vibes to y'all. Certainly a good start to the weekend for me. Okay, I've procrastinated testing my avatar for a whole day. This isn't good. I believe in you, Draw. You could do it. Also, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Just here, how about this? You gotta send me a screenshot. That's your mission for today. Send me a screenshot of you in VR testing the avatar. I'll encourage you by prompting you. Doing very well. Good. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that. Fine. I'm gonna. It's now or never. I'm gonna lurk while I test real quick. Sounds good. Sounds good. OMG, Edwin Horn, hi. Almost the weekend here for me. Oh, we're so close. You'll give it a positive spin. You've leveled up your procrastinating skills +1. Is that good news or bad news? She's a maniac, maniac. I've updated my hand method. I'm now flat. Oh, hi there. I have to say I'm very skilled in that. Oh, hey there. Wait. No, that's right. That's right. 1, 2. Yeah. Oh. She's a maniac, maniac. Oh, dang, she loves us, never makes me move. How long have I studied this? Hello, Gumball Ame. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. So I really got into this about 4 years ago, very seriously, where I was like, this is what I'm going to do. I like VR, like VRChat, and I want to get good at it. And I started learning Blender, studying it very seriously. I had some experience prior of just like a little bit of understanding of Blender, but certainly not making characters. So like for the stuff I'm doing right now, I would say that's about 4 years to get to this point. Um, uh, Maybe 5 years would be a better metric. Um, and I do this full time now, so I reached that milestone recently. Feels pretty cool. Or not so recently. I guess about 2 years ago. Really. Um, but yeah, and I try to share what I do. So if you have any questions on like Blender stuff like that, I'm always happy to ask or answer them. I'll ask you questions. um, but it's fun. I really love this work. Love the community that VRChat offers. Um, there's really nothing else like it, to be honest. And this is my hand unwrap method. I'm gonna get the. I'm gonna Imagi Tfu. I'm gonna go to fry you. Good time Friday? I'm not sure what that is though. What's the furry to non-furry ratio of commissions? Let me Google that for you. Not fair. Oh, I thought it was an I. Uh, that's why I was confused. Uh, Definitely, massively, the majority are furries. I would say out of the 120 avatars I've made over the last 4 years, 5 years, um, let's say 4 years, there have been maybe two non, maybe two just human or anime characters. Almost all of them have been furries. Furries are not all of them were like personas. A lot of them were more like creature characters, but I still feel like that counts. Like from the like furries may not think of it as like furry art, but it was still I think anyone else would. So uh, bam, 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 bam. Okay, that does not line up well. Let's try this one instead. Didn't expect it to flip it. Am I a furry? I think like if you make over 100 avatars, like you just there's no question. There's no question. I don't really consume furry art. I'm not like a I don't consume a lot of that art, but I mean, I just there's no way to avoid that in any way. Like, yeah. And I certainly don't mind the work as um I'm usually drawn to like different types of aesthetics, but I still follow tons of furry artists because there's great artwork there. Suspiciously wealthy furries abound. Surprise! This client, uh, he's an oil baron. I'm a furry, but only in VR. I love the models and possibilities of creativity. Also, like fantasy a lot. Yeah, I think my gut instinct is I'm always drawn to like fantasy. Like I love like elves and tieflings and kind of those kinds of fantastical creatures. Um, but they're still creatures, you know. There's a spectrum of creature to persona, you know. Uh, so I'm somewhere on that spectrum. um, but I do have to say, like VR is definitely like uh, it's quickly becoming like the place to be if you're a furry. I would say it's like it makes sense. It's like, do you want to buy a $4,000 fursuit? Or people ask me a lot, why haven't you been to cons yet? And I'm like, well, my fursuit is in my VR headset. It's a versuit. Versuit. I don't, doesn't have quite the same ring to it, but but I hear people use that phrase a lot. Versuit. Ding 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 ding. He's a mania. MacBook can do this work. I have a MacBook and I want to try and study this. You absolutely should, Gumball. I used a MacBook for quite a while, making Blender and like doing painting and stuff. It's a great tool. It's a great tool, and Blender's free, unlike Photoshop. Yeah, I don't want to spend 4K on a fursuit. I spend 10K on PC plus headset, FPT, and all that stuff. What I'm super intrigued by is there's not. I don't think there's any other spaces that do this. I've seen one house party that did it, but like you go to furry conventions now, and there is like a VRChat wall, like you know you it's and you go into the VRChat world and you can see into the convention. You go to the convention, and you can see into that VRChat world, and that's just so incredibly fascinating to me. Yeah, exactly, a gate. Like, what other space is doing that kind of innovation? None. No one else is doing that kind of stuff. And I think it's amazing. I think it's fascinating. Um, and I, for one, think it's fascinating. I'm going to move this over here so we can get a little bit more space. Well, I don't know. I think that's a lot of resolution there. Not, but not here. Okay, so yeah, we'll move this over that much. Copy this, and then take this one, move it over the positive amount. So just that way, it's even spacing. Sam, Shatter, welcome. I was at the gate in VR to meet friends that went to the con. Oh, that's so cool. That is super cool. Okay, I'm done. Test a lot smoother than I thought. I'll send screenshot. Good draw. Good going. You got it done. Proud of you. I'm proud of you. Got to get work through that inertia, that friction. Boom. Bam. Do I let this one go? If I undo that, what happens? Okay, I can live with that. I think that looks really good. We always get a little bit of stretching there. Still haven't figured out the best way to alleviate that. But overall, quite good. Loop tools in UV space when? Oh, that would be amazing. Yeah, I only have the distribute function. I'd love a relax and that jazz. Conquering procrastination on a Friday is no mean feat. It's true. It's very true. Powerful. Powerful. A level up. The curve would also be lovely. It would be amazing. I did see some tool recently that did something similar, but like, I don't want to buy it. Just give it to me. Give it to me. Clear. See. Clear. See. Fine. There we go. Evan Horn is a future client. You have to close your eyes when you see me procrastinating, but to be fair, testing in VR involves standing, so it's different. It's true. We're all human. I just play the Blender gods every time I boot up Blender and think of all my feature requests. That works, right? I mean, we'll get through that list someday. No, let's get Blend GPT to do all our work for us. Din, 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 din. I mean, I wouldn't complain if UVs and rigging were just done automatically. Someday. 2, 3, this one here. Bam, bam. Does that line up? Should line up. Yes. Look at that. A little stretch there, but fix that. All right. I tested the texture diffusion add-on for Blender. Oh, interesting. I did see some tweets or whatever about that. Are they tweets? X's? Someone X'd at me. This just sounds gross. Um, X. Last time I used GPT, I invented some So many non-existent features for a Blender when it told me how to make a certain geometry node setup. And now we added do awesome things node. Yeah, I had some trouble just getting it to do like even just the basic scripting, Python scripting in Blender took quite a while because it just didn't understand the functions. But you can make custom GPTs now, and you can feed those GPTs PDFs. So maybe I'll take some time to download all the documentation from Blender into a PDF and try that again. So it actually has some more direct foundation. All right, I think we're done with the arm. Let's do the beak. Give me the beak. Excuse me. That doesn't look right. Hey Sam, just write down your knowledge and workflows, send the PDF and feed a custom GPT so you can retire and let it work for you. I like the idea. I like the idea. Maybe some point. My hope is that we're in like 5 years' time, I'm just in VR with all of you and we're all making stuff together inside VR. I think that's possible and it would be fun. Crazy times ahead. Indeed, the only guarantee that it'll at least be interesting, whatever happens. I can't tell what's what in this map. What? Um, so we have the cut there. How do I want it to unwrap? I guess it wouldn't be bad if we just had the interior be separate from the exterior. It's not a bad way to do it. Crazy times ahead. Today I'm going to not be working in the VR office room, Sam. I'll be at the top of the Himalayas working outdoors. I mean, that'd be, you make your own little environment. Excuse me. I look forward. I think there's a lot of benefits from that. A lot of exciting things to do. Make some cool D&D stuff, role playing stuff in VR. Han came by recently, and they're putting together a server for RP. I like the idea. I like the idea. I just don't know. Kind of lazy though. Will I get around to doing that? We'll see. Right about there. Bam. All right, we at least got the mouth kind of centered. then the top will be its own thing. There we go. Look at that. Mouth. All right, on to the exterior of the mouth. Just as a quick test, I'm going to get rid of the outward cut and see what it looks like when we have the face be one gigantor unwrap. I don't think I like that. I also didn't unwrap this. That's not too bad, actually. Yeah, I can work with that. Ooh, excuse me. My toes are cold. I'm gonna go get some socks. I'll be right back. I'm back streaming. Level 5 Giat Riz. Well, hello, Thorn. Welcome. Your other hotkey. Breaking news, Sam usually works without socks. I like to keep my toes free. The Tootsies. Free the Tootsies. Yo, my other hotkey. But welcome, Thorn. Hope you're having a good day. Good Friday. Nice. Already the end of the week. Hmm. Mm. 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 Making this square. This is my full signature level 5 Gyat Riz Ice Spice done risen up baby grunk only in Ohio Skibbity toilet. What the dog doing? There we go. Say that 10 times fast. The distribute tool is a godsend. I will God. It is amazing. It is super good. Saves so much time. Name of chapter. Chapter what? Chapter of what? Do you have some sort of book you're referencing? Dancing like never danced before. E. All right. All right. Someone's getting power hungry. I mean, characters. The name of this character? This is Scarrick. I had a fight with an INFJ who was supporting Z Star. I don't know who that is. Is that a person? Dancing like it never. Ah, gotcha. That bad thing. I see what you mean. Well, uh, straight to jail. Straight to jail. I mean, you can say it, but I don't really have any interest in saying it. Probably goes a little bit hand in hand. Do not collect $200. My man is back. Hello, Soup Fed. You're back. You're back as well. Double back. Bam, 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 bam. Kind of does. Kind of does. Yeah, concerning behavior, to say the least. To say the least. And also being raised in this long phone is like pick a struggle. You know, some people have only embraced just being toxic. That's their personality. Let's distribute this one too. Bang. Bang. Boom. Boom. All right. Oh, look at that. Perfect 90 degrees. Boom. Nice. That's some good UV mapping right there. Name a video 300 non-binary edition. All right. Oh yeah, and by the way, they had a huge hyperfixation on horses. Yep, I don't want to think too much about it. Yes, they were brony. Looks more like an eagle and UV map. Looks like a gun. Dancing like she's never danced before. All right, now I have to get in here and cut these tufts off. It's giving Minecraft skin. Yeah, creeper skin. Desert eagle. um, do a cut here as well. And here. And just a lot of we need to cut all these little tufts out. You think you're such a tuft guy? he's a tuft. Then I think I'll just go ahead and extract this back area. Like this. Did you know that I behave like a thorn? Prickly? I don't know how a thorn behaves, I would say. I go to school right now. Bye. Have a good day, play. Enjoy school. Wishing you well. Enjoy your Friday. Boom. Mark that seam. Well, if I cut it there, then I really just have to take the whole back of the head off. Oh, green burb. That's a that's a burb that's green. Oh, Scarrick, welcome. The Scarrick. The Scarrick. We're getting him prepped for texture in. Getting there quick. Yo, I somehow couldn't get Scarrick on Twitch. Someone else had plans. Plans for him. Oh wow, that was just unfolds so oddly. Okay, I guess we'll keep this here. That. Even if it's not perfect, at least some semblance of cohesion. It's still unfolding onto itself, which is no good. But now the face of Scarrick is good. Very good. Bam. Still making a living, though not like me, routing my room, watching anime, daydreaming about having a boyfriend. I That's the whole reason here. I can make girlfriend boyfriend virtually. You just gotta embrace being a mad scientist, and then all your problems are solved. Oops, 0.8. Create them blood. Bam. And then the one benefit not being many Calfor is I can use my name everywhere apart from WoW. Was your OC a Tauren originally? Too many hours of in WoW as a teenager. Yes. I do think there is a very direct WoW to VRChat pipeline. It makes sense, right? Online community to online community. All right, these ones here really suffer. These ones are way smaller than they should be. Wish I could play more. I I I prefer more combat, like Call of Duty, that kind of stuff. I always loved the idea of WoW, but I can't stand grinding. Did you know that depression gets so bad you can't brush your teeth? I've been there before. Been there before. You gotta get you gotta get new neurons. Running, exercise. That's how you get new neurons. That's the game plan. I wish I had a people who get chemotherapy. Obviously they're in a depressing situation, but chemotherapy immediately causes depression because it prevents the formation of new neurons or and growth. So if you want to, the one thing I always say is you can't fight depression, but you can outrun it. So gotta get on that treadmill, get your 30 minutes of cardio a day, and you'll feel better very quickly. It works for me. It works for me. Um, I definitely when this doing finding work was tough. Uh, and there's still those moments, but it's just like it does help. I feel better every time I get on a treadmill and I'm just running, getting my blood going. Just puts you in a different frame of mind. Can't outrun it, but I can outsmart it. Well, good. And I wish you well. Tough. Depression is tough. Um, yeah. Do not do not enjoy being depressed. It is the worst. But it is surmountable, and that's important to know when you're in it. You can beat it for sure. I remember I said something a while back on stream, and someone I can't remember who they were. Not a regular chatter at all, just like a random person. Like depression isn't real, and I was like, my sweet summer child. just you just don't know. You just don't know. All right, look at that beautiful bird. He's so streamlined. He looks so fast. Blind. And let's like a little bit more resolution in the neck. Maybe. Gonna take off. Right up into the air. Flying like he don't care. Air Force burb. Military bomber burb. All right, let's move these over here, and these should be all our little tough Brunos here. And all we really want to do is select the tip and hit pin and straight. Done. My parents are also mental health deniers. Oh, you're just a little tired. Yeah, I think it's interesting because it takes a lot to deny that, to deny that that doesn't exist. Um, it's unfortunate that they are that way. Bam. Oops. I guess I don't want to combine them. Looks rough. So we'll keep the seam there. And then we just want to go in and, excuse me, move them around till they're not interfering with each other. 0.6. Cursor there. Grab this, pin it that way. Much better. Still a lot of stretching in the neck on this guy, which I'm surprised by. Shouldn't be quite as bad as it is. Better. Just surprisingly a large chunk. Junk. Okay. Are we done? No. What is this? What is this? This is another of my tufts. And we can do that. And then this, and pin, and straighten. And we're done. Okay. Oh, I didn't finish the toes. The toes! I think we're going to have to do the toe in a different way. I would like to keep all of these things attached directly, but it's going to be too difficult. So I'm going to unpin everything in here. And we're going to get rid of our cut right here, here, clear seam. Then I will go to the back. Cut that right there. It's really the back thumb that was the problem. Working hard. Really working. And there we go. Okay, that actually might be enough in and of itself. Yeah. And got the top. I think what I'd like to do is rotate it this way. Take all these little pieces at the bottom. And we'll do 0.8 PSY0. Flatten them. 0.2, scale them up a little. Especially this one. And then 0.8, we'll take these guys, little crevices in between the toes. In between the toes. In between the toes. And then we'll flatten them as well. And scale them up. Like that. Not bad. Okay. And then take each of these, pin them between them. I could distribute them, but I will hold off on that for a moment. Oh, I got another 15 minutes worth of work, and then I will be taking lunch because I can feel myself getting hungry. I'm gonna make. I might go out and get food actually. That sounds good. Maybe we'll go get a burger or something. Borg. Bam. 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 Bring that in. All right. Toes. This looks weird. How are we supposed to procrastinate now? Where there's a will, there's a way? right, all right, all right. Or a lack of will. Procrastination's good sometimes. It gets you ready to work, or you just gotta relax. Bam, distribute, and bam, distribute. All right. Okay, so we have gone ahead and lined these up, and look at that. Nice. Nice tubes. We got some nice tubes. There we go. Look at how beautiful them tubes are. They line up. They line up tube. I'm proud of my tubes. Proud of what they've become. Tubular. Now we'll take the top here, pin and straighten. We're going to see how we want it to work. A little bit of stretching here. I could... No. Nothing else to do with those. What I really want to do is just line up the sides. These. So it should be from here to here. And ooh, all the way on the other side. Fascinating. Oh wait, no. Yeah. No. No, because it's just the top. Have to be this one. This one. I think. Let's see. Let's double check that. One, two, three. I guess that's right. To be should be up. Hmm. Bam. Ooh, stretchy. Sorry for not talking, Sam. I'm playing some League. Oh, you're totally fine. I'm also not talking. I'm getting hungry, so my brain's kind of turning off. As it do. As it do. Oof. This looks a little rough still. What's the perfect way to unwrap a chicken leg? Is there such a thing? It might not be. It might not be. One of life's great mysteries. Um, we will try this from scratch again. This time we're going to cut off the full bottom of it. Yeah. Oh, hello, Frosty One. Welcome. You caught me just towards the end of the morning stream. Um, we'll probably be wrapping up in just a moment. But welcome. Hello. Hope you're having a good day. Took the gamble and bought Apple's headset. Oh, wow. Interesting. Well, let me know what that's like. I'm excited to hear some reviews of people who try it. I have some mixed feelings on it, but I am excited that Apple's entering the market because I think that's a good sign. If I hate it, I'll use it for a month and just sell it in Qatar for my money back or more, lol. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we'll put the cursor here. Pin those ones. Kind of move them out. And then cursor here. Pin. Cursor here. Alrighty. And one more time, 0.6. Put the cursor right here. Take the tippies. Zero. Bam, bam, distribute. Bam, bam, distribute. Okay. All right. I think that works. A little squished, but we can take out the pinning here to just ease it. Then you can always send it to me for free, by the way. Yeah, just in case. Just throwing it out there. Bam, bam. Okay. Literally go on vacation the first, get it on the second. Ooh. Your girlfriends are gonna have to look directly into your disturbing Apple VR eyes. Damn right, and she better not break eye contact, because you'll know. I'll know if you look away. Two, three. Chicken. Chicken. Oh, we're getting close to done. Would I rather have them go out or go down? I think I will decide after lunch. It looks good though. Almost got everything done. I'm gonna hit with the UV average, the scale, and get a nice even distribution there. Burb. Barb. Okay. It is time for me to go on lunch. Thank you everyone who's been hanging out with me this morning. It's a great Friday, great start to the weekend. I hope everyone's having a great Friday and a great start to their weekend. Uh, I will be back soon. For anyone new here, I just break my day up into two streams. So I'll be back in about an hour and a half after eating, getting some rest. But I'll see you all very soon. See you soon, Scarrick. See you soon, Snardom. Frosty One, Evan Horn. Thank you all for hanging out. Thank you everyone for supporting me, hanging out, lurking, and looking forward to seeing you all very soon. If I don't catch you later today, have an amazing weekend. Hope to see you Monday. But yeah, bye everyone. Bye. Have a good one. See you soon. See you soon.